Hello, welcome to a new topic or a new video. As you can see, I have a big board. It's an 8x4 dry erase board, and I am going to kind of review what we have seen, like the possessive, the conjugation, and I want to give you at the end of my videos like a short paragraph to translate, and when I see you next time or I post next time, I'm going to give the answer keys or the answer to this paragraph or passage. But before we start doing that, I need to go over very important vocabs like day, week, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, next month. We have kind of a different structure when we do the week, like next week. And so the word for day is يوم. يوم, and it's spelled like يوم. 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 With the transliteration, which I don't like it. I feel like everybody has his own way to transliterate, like writing Arabic using English or French character. Just I'm gonna say يوم. This is the يوم. Some people say يوم, يوم, but this doesn't have a. This is the word for day. Day. Okay, so يوم. The word for today is the day, and I'm going to add L today, which is اليوم. اليوم, it's today. So I added the L to day, like. In English, we say the day. The day equivalent to today in Arabic. So it's the same word, but I added L, which is اليوم. اليوم. The word for yesterday, أمس. أمس. English, أمس. Equivalent, the meaning in English is yesterday. Yesterday. Okay, so يوم, اليوم, أمس. We need these to speak like today. I did this. Yesterday, Yesterday I also did this, and today I am going to do, like in the afternoon or evening. These are يوم, اليوم, أمس. Tomorrow, the word for tomorrow is غدا. غدا. It's an غا. غدا. غا and den. It's an have the and. غدا. The English transliteration غدا. 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 Maybe I'm gonna make it like just غدا. غدا. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow. This is what you're gonna do tomorrow. غدا. So we see يوم, اليوم, أمس, غدا. The word for month is شهر. شهر. شهر, the transliteration is شهر. 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 This is month. The word for year is سنة. 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 That's year. We have two words for the word year. It could be سنة or عام. 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 So غدا is tomorrow, شهر is month, year is سنة or عام. We usually use, when we speak spoken, we use the سنة. Some people they use the عام. Both of them they are used in the modern Standard Arabic, and they are correct Arabic. Okay. The word for week is أسبوع. أسبوع. The transliteration is أسبوع. 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 And this is week. أسبوع is the week. شهر, سنة, أسبوع. Now I am going to talk about the structure, about the, how do you say, next week, next month, last week, last month. I'm going to show you the structure of how to do it. Let's say you want to talk about something like next month or next week. Usually I start with next week, and then I go to the next month, and then I go to the next year. So next week, before jumping and go to the transliteration, I want to go give you the word next in Arabic, and then last, and then I am going to go over the translation. Okay, next, the word for next is قادم. 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 Next is قادم. This is the transliteration. قادم. قادم. القادم. Last. Okay, I think I'm too here. I'm going to make it like that. Just last is ماضي. 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 ماضي with the door. ماضي. But when we sound like, when you speak it less, we kind of make strong D. ماضي. ماضي. Okay, so قادم and ماضي. So this is for ماضي and ماضي. You need to know that next month, next week, we don't say next week in Arabic like the same way we do it in English. We say the week, the next. This is the week, the next. Like, I want you to think, like when you say next week, I am going to school, I'm going to work, I'm going to live, I'm going to visit, I'm going to be. Think that in Arabic we say the week, the next, comma, and we go what we're gonna do next week. The same thing for last. Last week or last year is the year, the last. Last week is the week, the last. The week, the last. And I'm going to stay with the next week, and they give you how we do it. I'm going to say الأسبوع القادم. القادم. I'm gonna transliterate this. الأسبوع القادم. الأسبوع القادم. I want to do the last week. Last week is the week, the last, and I'm going to say الأسبوع الماضي. الأسبوع الماضي. الماضي. So what you're gonna do now? What did you do? الأسبوع الماضي. الأسبوع الماضي I went to school. I studied. I spoke. All the verb they must be in the past tense. Let me give you a paragraph, as I told you, and I am going to just talk about the structure and show you how you can do it. Let me give you just like an example, okay? Like you can say, yesterday, I worked. Last week, we studied. Next month, we how do you say, we maybe like a verb. Next week we eat, like for example, we eat at a restaurant. So yesterday I worked. I'm gonna say 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the number 1 and I say أمس. I'm gonna put here أمس. أنا عملت. The word to work is عمل. Number 2, last week we studied. الأسبوع الماضي درسنا. You can say نحن درسنا. الأسبوع الماضي نحن درسنا. Okay. And number 3, I'm gonna make it maybe, let's see if I can have room for this. الأسبوع. So next month, say الشهر القادم. القادم. So next month we eat. So in Arabic we are going to eat. Okay, we are going to eat. And remember, the future tense in Arabic, it just expressed with the sa. So الغم نحن سنأكل. نحن سنأكل. سنأكل. Okay, نحن سنأكل. It's just some example, and for this transliteration, it's just like I want you to start with the simple sentences, and then you can go back. So yesterday I worked. Last week we studied. Next week we eat. We are going to eat, because it's next, like we are going to eat with our friend at a restaurant. So I am going to just give you this this sentence sentences or paragraph. Like, I'm going to write it down, and you can, okay, see it like it's gonna be like that. So this one, next week I am going to eat with my friend Fatima. We are going to speak. Remember, speak and talk is just one word. Speak with our friend Layla. Layla studies at Denver University. Okay, and you can make this Layla study as the she is a very nice friend. We are going to start okay. So next week I am going to eat with my friend Fatima. We are going to speak with our friend Layla. Layla studies at the Denver University. She is a very nice friend. So what I'm going to ask you to do, you translate this like translation practice, okay? We are going to start doing practice because this is very, very important part. It's gonna review what we have seen, like only rules. So it's now time. It's a time for us to apply these rules. So what I am going to do, I am going to ask you to go ahead and start doing this as it is. Like next week, I'm going to eat with my friend. It's the same, and then you can do it. And last week, I ate with my friend Fatima. We spoke with our friend Layla. Layla studied at Denver University. You can use, she was a very nice friend. Maybe we are talking back like 10 years ago. You can use also tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to eat with my friend. You can change the friend. Look, just like you can do it. So what I am going to give you next time, talk about this in the next video, and how to do it in the past, like in the future and the past tense. Hope this gonna help you a little to apply the rules, and of course you are going to see the answer next video. Please, you are welcome to put any comments, and I would be more than happy to answer to your comment. And tell me again, what do you want to see? Comment on my videos and say, hey Abbas, yeah, I understood this part, but you were going too fast on this part. Can you explain this? And I will be more than happy and honored to answer to all your questions. So have a good day, and ma salama.